Anyway, we're now at the hive. I'm going to show you some of the hive before I start doing the treatment. Here you can see the girls coming and going. The temperature, the reason I showed you the temperature is that's very important for these people, for the little people, because ultimately it's the temperature which decides whether they should go and hibernate or not. Now at the moment it's quite nice. Now what I'm trying to show you, and in fact this one here is a good example. Can you see the back legs? Absolutely chock-a-block full of pollen. So all them inbred people on Beekeeping Forum who think I'm going to fail, obviously I'm doing something right at the moment, aren't I? There are plenty of them coming in, bringing pollen with them, and then coming out again and off to get more pollen. And if you look carefully you can see a steady line, a steady chain of bees coming in. As you can also see, all the frames have been removed. Apparently the first thing the bees do with new frames is draw them out. That means they add like a wax to the foundation. They make their honeycomb to the foundation, and clearly at this time of year we don't want them doing anything other than getting stores ready for themselves to get through the winter to come. Okay, which is why they're still out. And I'm really amazed. This is now the 26th of September. They're still out, they're still working, they're still doing their thing, and I think they're absolutely amazing. I'm going to deal with the wasp guard today. I've been advised to close off a couple of the holes, so I'm going to do that first. And whilst I've been very happy about coming up here without any beekeeping gear on, I haven't got any on today. I think I just need to be a little bit careful, so just bring it out. Okay, there you go. They don't seem awfully fussed. Okay, we look down, got a sponge. This, I'm assured, is the best way to do it. And we're going to put a little bit of sponge in there. You can see they're perfectly happy. They're still going about their daily routine. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit of sponge in the other end. I should really use a bit of gaffer tape, but I'm just going to try it like this now. So that blocks off two of the entrances. Now this will keep out robber bees and wasps. So we now bring it up very, very gently, just put it back in place. I think this is a secret, isn't it? I don't want to frighten them by what I've done. There you go. And now they were using this left hand side a lot, so I've covered one of them up. They're having trouble getting in, but eventually they'll find the hole that is. They are. You can see they're starting already. They found a little hole, the little hole that is unblocked, and all the wasps are now starting to move over. So within about 10 minutes I suspect they'll all be using that hole. They're not using this side very much. Okay, so there you go. Now what we're going to do is put our Appy guard in. Okay, a couple of the guys floating around the top here. We'll just take that off, come around this side. Again, you're always advised not to put a hive under a tree. Here's the benefit of an omelette hive. It doesn't matter, it's plastic. Okay. Some of you may also be aware that one of the regular visitors to the omelette forum said I didn't really need to pack out the lid. True, but I like the idea now that my lid is nice and secure. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't ignore the advice. I took it on board and decided on, because of my omelette hive, I was going to do it this way. So again, just going to lose the picture now a bit while I take the lid off. Okay, there we are. Took the lid off. One of the supers has fallen off. All right. There you go. They obviously can still get about, so it's because there we are. We got a wasp, not a wasp. There's one of the bees. A couple of dead ones in here. Let's just shake them out. There is a life cycle to a bee, so maybe they've died of old age or something. And there's a few in here that have died, but not too many. Not too many. So we'll take the super off. I'm checking where I put my hands. I'm going to put that down there. Alright, and we've got a wasp inside. I'm not going to take the lid off. A wasp inside there who has obviously found the syrup and is starting to use that as their source of food. So again, you're losing the picture while I move things around. If I take this off, yep, quite a lot of the syrup's been used, so I'm going to top that up. I'm going to go back down in a minute and get the syrup. At the moment though, I now need to lift this side gently. There's my Apiguard. I'm just going to put them down there so no one gets killed. Okay, we're going to take out the old, and when he's finished playing I'll take it off there and put that on there. So this is the old Apiguard. Now it does say each week, it doesn't say it crumbles to nothing. I want to take this one out. So there we go. There we go. So that's the old Apiguard out. You can see there, lots and lots of honeycomb in the top. They're building up here. This is obviously the drip feed from the feeder. And we get the packet out. And again, we now break this into 4. Break it into 4. Come on guys. Just drop it straight on top of the brood frame. Okay. There you go. And finally, oops, hang on. Oh, I'm sorry about this. It's not good for videoing. And there you go. And you can see also, if you look carefully, my new frame is now well and truly being used. So if we take this off just for a sec, okay, and then lift this lid, okay, we can see my cardboard, which stops them from using that. There's my frame that I built, and they're now using that. So let's put it all away now. Obviously we haven't got to worry about how I've sectioned off the lid, or filled the lid with insulating material, because they're obviously able to move quite freely between. So there you go. Once again, you can see fresh Apiguard in there. Well, Apiguard's not the right, no, Apilifevar. Fresh Apilifevar in there. About 1 billion bees, all nice and happy. Haven't seen the queen, but if you look carefully, you can see the odd bee with pollen on its legs, on its way to its designated workstation. So, we'll put this down here now. Close that off. We'll put the feed back on. I won't throw away the old Apiguard. I'm going to leave it there. I don't know why, it just seems the right thing to do. Perhaps it'll help. Perhaps it's not quite dispersed, and maybe by leaving it, it'll help a bit more. Okay, there we are, look, smile, you're on telly, you see? Okay, and we're going to pick this up now. We're going to put this back. They are getting a bit more agitated than I'd like, so the sooner I get finished and leave them to it, the better. Just bringing this up. And I think the secret to beekeeping, as I've said several times already, is get yourself docile bees. Okay, so there you go. 4th video, week 2 of the Varroa treatment. Sorted out the entrance to the hive. Okay, they're still favouring that left-hand side, but they've found the hole and they're going in and out quite nicely. So we just put the lid back on. It's not quite so sunny today, Leicestershire. We've had cloud all week. We've had no rain though. I'd love a drop of rain for me veg and me borders, but unfortunately no rain. So there you go, and don't forget, stick with the omelette forum. You'll get the best advice, and you'll see the reason why you're thinking of getting into beekeeping, or the reasons why you are in beekeeping, unfold before you. Because the thing about us omelette people is we are into new technology, we're into new ideas. We're not lost in the depths of the St. Bias cult. We're not lost in the depths of, if you haven't studied for 10 years, you know, you can't